And we're live.
We're here.
Yeah, we're back in the room. It's a lovely set. It has to be said.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
You put the headphones on and suddenly you're just locked in podcast mode.
Yeah. It's the headset combo that makes it feel like, it kind of feels like a commentary.
Yeah.
But it's like so enjoyable to have this sort of level of like everything else is quiet.
There has to be something about, and we're going to talk about our predictions for the Olympics. So talking about opening up with a little chat about commentary kind of fits quite nicely. But there's something about being in the room just before a session, and you're excited, and there's a hum, there's a buzz.
Yeah.
People are talking, and then suddenly you realize, okay, we're 3 minutes out.
Yeah.
Let's just get the headsets on, check audio, and you put it on, and suddenly the sound kind of disappears, but you get a recording of the sound starts coming into your ears, and then you just hear each other, and you're just locked in.
Yeah. It's funny. It almost feels like tunnel vision. Like you get
it
into it, and like you're obviously like right next to me, you know, but like it's like you have nothing audio-wise distracting you, and you're just watching the platform.
Yeah.
And you see the lifters come out, and you're like, it's just locked in. And
So
it's
locked
kind
in.
of, yeah, it gives me goosebumps sometimes. You know, you kind of get set, and then like, I think some of the sessions, like an 89 or a supers or something, and you're just like, everything is just like laser focused on it.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, and when it's a big session and you're thinking like, the way I see it is we have a responsibility to do a good job, and I get a little bit of, I start getting not nervous, but maybe nervous is quite the right word, before what I know are going to be the big sessions, because I know that in the future when you look back at a competition, the visibility of it sort of wanes, and there are one or two key moments that will stick out. Like if you think of Paris 2011, you think of Klokovacaev.
Yeah.
If that hadn't been commentated well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But a lot of the rest of it, if there are a few like errors, it doesn't matter too much. And so just before a 73 session, you just think, we haven't seen Shizi Young yet. There's a crazy chance that Rizki could beat Rahmat. And Rahmat's probably going to get a world record. So there are big things that are going to happen. We've got to nail it. And I feel like we nailed the 73s.
Yeah, you said something to me at the first one we did, which stuck with me, which was, let's say Lasha does a 500 total.
Yeah.
Our voices will be immortalized on that video.
Yeah.
And I saw a commentary maybe 6-8 months ago on Steiner, the 2008. And I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
But he was commentating on Chigishev's 250.
Yeah.
He makes 250, and the commentator says, and that's it. That's your Olympic champion.
Yeah.
He's done it.
Yeah.
Like that will go down
up.
forever as like the worst take of all time.
Yeah,
I mean, not totally, but like it's one of those things where so every time someone's lifting, I'm always kind of trying to remember like, one, don't say something pointless or like silly.
Yeah.
But like, whatever you say here is going to be remembered with this lift. It like kind of goes, and it's like you can elevate that moment for everybody.
Yeah.
Or you could just have this sort of bland, like, you know, he's got to use his glutes more. Like, you know what I mean? Like if Rahmat went after that last clean and jerk, like, well, you know, that's his fault. He should probably do more glute activation in the beginning of his workouts.
He doesn't even use his glutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just kill it, right?
It's funny because there are a couple of the most amazing moments in sport in my life that I can hear the commentary for. I can hear it when Bolt ran the 969.
Oh, yeah.
And I can hear it when Johnny Wilkinson kicked the winning drop goal at the World Cup 2003. And I know exactly what's said. I can hear the passion. I don't have any memory of commentary attached to weightlifting because I don't know if it's ever been anything other than there and present rather than something that actually amplified the moment.
Yeah.
And so I want to make sure that when someone thinks about Rizki's 201, they hear us.
Oh, yeah.
And that's part of it. Or when they hear the 206, then when they watch the 206, they can remember us saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Or they can hear you saying, he knows he's not going to make it.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope that those add to the moment.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. I don't think I can think of a weightlifting. I mean, the Steiner is probably the one.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember exactly what the commentary is. I just know the excitement of the commentator elevates the moment. But yeah, I don't think I can think of a weightlifting moment where
not so much
commentary really like just blew the entire situation up even more.
Yeah. So we've had a unique perspective over this quad because we started commentating at the first qualifying event,
Yeah.
the World Champs in Colombia. And then we've basically done every competition since. So we've seen every lift that was important.
Mm-hmm.
We've commentated on it. And now we pretty much know what the Olympic selections are going to be for each team. You know, there were a few, who's China going to send? But China's now released their lineup. Li Fabin, Shi Ziyong, Liu Hanhua, 61, 73, 102. And then Hu Jihui, Luo Shifang, and Li Wenwen at 49, 59, plus 81.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, I don't think there's almost any what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we can now sort of sit back and work out. Well, we've actually written down our predictions. We don't know what we've each written.
No.
We thought we'd go through a little first, second, third, gold, silver, bronze, maybe a few honorable mentions, or a few debates as to why we've put these names, or if we put someone fourth, why we put them fourth, or why we left someone out. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Should we go lightest, like sort of lightest men, lightest women, next men, next women? Go.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go through
That's
like
fine.
that. Let's alternate. So we'll kick things off with the men's 61s.
I'll start. I
Yeah.
would say I think obviously Li Fabin's going to win.
Yeah.
I think he would have to miss a lot of snatches for anyone to pass him.
I agree.
I'm putting second. I'm going to give it to Hamp.
Yep.
I think Hamp has a shot. I say this because of all of the lifters in this category, he is the only one I see over the course of this quad with an upward trajectory.
Yeah, a massive upward trajectory.
He's moving and he's getting better. And then I would put third. So I have on here Masita and Irawan.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think Irawan is
Don't say washed up.
No. He's capable.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if he's going to muster up everything he needs. And Masita has looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Of all the Italians, I would say he's the one I would put money on to
get a medal,
to make some lifts. Yeah.
I put the exact same as you.
Yeah.
Li Fabin. I put Hampton because I think he's done 1 kilo more than Sergio.
Yeah.
But Sergio, I feel like he peaked at Europeans 23 when he had that great battle.
Yeah.
And then I haven't seen much from him, whereas Hampton is going up. And also, Sergio will outsnatch Hampton, maybe by 10 kilos even.
Yeah.
But Hampton will take the last lift, and he'll take the lift for it, and he's the best clean and jerker in the world in the category.
Yeah. And I think Hampton could put 178 on the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, he could put something just outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, he's done the 176 now.
Yeah.
And then I agreed. I wanted to give a shout out to John Sinitsa, the athlete from the Philippines.
Yeah.
I like him. I'm probably biased because he wears a weightlifting house singlet when he lifts, but I like I like him, and I think he's capable certainly of going over 300.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a game of 300 is possibly a medal.
Yeah.
But you certainly have to do 300 to medal.
Yeah. I thought about him too, and I thought he's one of those like kind of wild cards. If someone bombs, he could sneak in there maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I think we agree on that one.
Yeah.
It'll be fun when we do our sort of commentary, we do a little bit of a pre-show or post-show.
Oh yeah.
Having a look, see what we got. I'll keep mine. I'll take your piece of paper. I'll put it in my notebook, and then
we'll go from
I'll bring
there.
it out.
I like that.
So women's 49s, again, very easy gold. Hu Jihui.
Yeah, Hu Jihui for sure.
And then I think we're probably going to have a different take on the next two.
Who's your second?
It was really tough.
Yeah,
I feel like there are multiple people who could take silver and bronze. I went for Jordan.
Oh wow, silver.
Yeah.
So I put Cambao.
I put Cambao bronze.
So I think we just flipped.
Did you do Jordan bronze?
I put Dela Cruz second, third, Cambao second.
Yeah, my reasoning was I feel like at the World Cup, Cambao didn't lift that well. And Jordan looked good at Worlds. Then she looked good in Qatar, or reasonably good. And she's had a few injuries, but she's a good clean and jerker.
So my logic was based on historical information, and I thought to myself, okay, Cambao's a bit more, they're just more experienced, I guess, in the sense that they're more aggressive. They're going to go for what they need. De La Cruz is going to a second Olympics.
Yeah.
She bombed at the first.
She just wants to get a total. Probably
There's
more
got to
than
be a bit of a conservative approach there,
Yeah.
which might lend itself to being
too
like,
conservative.
let's just make sure we get a bronze
Yeah.
and then make a run for it, which might
Yeah.
just be kind of a bigger attempt. So I was thinking more like they're going to go for the sure thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting.
And then I do want to have a couple honorable mentions. One is we have no idea what Mirabai is like.
Yeah, that's a big one.
We haven't seen her in a year and a half since Colombia. No, I think she did Jinju, but didn't lift so well.
Yeah.
It's been over a year, and she did clean and jerk 117 or 118 back in the day. She had the world record.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's not there.
Yeah.
But also, is she being held back? And she is there.
Yeah. It could be one of those things where it's
we don't know.
She's going to show up in the best shape she's ever
She
been
could
in.
do 91.15. I think that would be silver. And then also, just a mention to Mihaela.
Yeah.
On the odd chance that she does make a third attempt snatch, which would be about 93.
Yeah, that'd be big.
Then she might be too far ahead. I don't like Jordan's not going to snatch 93.
No.
Nor's Campbell. They're going to be probably high 80s.
Yeah.
So if Mihaela has a 4 or 5 kilo lead, then who knows?
I think that third place spot could go
Because
it could just go so many ways, right?
Yeah.
If Mihaela lifts really well and Jordan misses a couple, like it changes the whole order.
It's about who makes lifts, really. If Jordan makes 4 and Mihaela makes even 5,
yeah, she could
they're only
pass.
separated by a kilo in total.
Yeah.
200 and 199. So it's going to come down to made lifts. Whereas Huji Hui just needs to make openers.
Yeah, she'll crush everybody.
If she just opens at 92, something like that, and then who knows? She might even go for a world record. Go for 98. She just hit the new world record, didn't she? So
Yeah.
who knows? Okay, men's 73s.
That's a.
We could agree on this one. I think it's possible. I'll let you go first.
I was gonna say so. My inclination is to say Rizky first, because he has just.
We're not even watching it, but what you're saying is making me nervous because I feel like you've got expertise in it, so I feel like I'm living the preview of what's going to happen.
It's Rizky first because he has shown, again, like this upward trajectory. He had time off, and
Totally.
what he did in Thailand was remarkable. I mean, it was monster total, world record total. That just shows like he's in shape. I mean, he's going to bring the same level of energy. Second is she. Third, I would say Japan, Miyamoto.
Oh yeah,
I put him there because I'm like, he's been consistent. He's been good. He's
such a good
kind of a sleeper.
Yeah.
In that, like, he lifts well. He's got the total for it. Now, part of this 73 might be a little more like wishful thinking. I think there's definitely a part of me that like really wants to see Shi Jiang do something incredible, but I just don't know if he can get. I mean, his whole career he hasn't broken 200 kilos,
right?
So it's like he'd have to snatch extraordinarily well and be in some kind of unbelievable shape in the clean and jerk. So I think it's gonna go that way.
Interesting. So I should mention that the 73 kilo documentary from the World Cup will be out soon. So Rizky, Shi, Rahmat, that whole battle.
Yeah.
Followed them throughout training, got interviews with Shi and Rizky, and before and after competition. So that's coming out. That'll be really cool. And then also the one from the 61s, Hampton. I should have mentioned that when we did the 61s. That'll be out now by the time you're watching this. So I put Rizky 1 because he is looking good, and he snatched 160 in training the other day. It looked extremely nice.
Yeah.
I also can't bear to imagine him losing for how that would make Rahmat feel.
Oh, that would be a devastating.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even. That would just be the most devastating thing.
I think Rizky will win.
Yeah.
Shizyong, silver. But
who's your third?
It's possible that he could get. I mean, if Rizky only makes one snatch, then I'm worried.
Yeah.
Then I'm really worried. If he only snatches, say, 160 and Shizyong makes 167, then I start to get worried because you're going to force the 200-ish mark for Rizky. He hit the 201, obviously, but it's still...
It's precarious.
It's still like, can he do that ever again? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bronze, I totally don't know if I've made the right call here. I've gone for Bozidar.
Ooh.
And the reason I did it was because in the training hall at the World Cup, he snatched 160.
Yeah.
It was very good. At the European Champs, didn't he do like 195?
Yeah.
But I have written down 3 names, additionally, who could all take the bronze. Wirafon.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, he could easily come in and do 55-95.
Yeah.
Park Ji-yo did pretty well at the World Cup, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hit 196. And then Miyamoto, he did the 158. He clean and jerked big in the mid 190s. That battle, Bozidar, Wirafon, Park Ji-yo, Miyamoto, it's just who makes more lifts, I think.
My thought,
if one of them goes 6 for 6, they'll get him.
My thought was Bozidar could be good, but he might not, like...
Yeah, he might press out.
Or like he's great in some scenarios. Bulgaria, he was amazing.
Yeah.
But then you see other scenarios and he kind of, I don't say flounders, but he's not as amazing as he is in like his home place.
He can miss snatches behind. He can press out as well.
Yeah. He's so good. He's so powerful. But like you said, it could be one tiny mistake and then someone who's just a little more crisp comes in and makes another lift.
My thought is that if all of those 4 turn up great, then Wirafon will win.
Yeah.
Junior world record holder. He's hit 195
so
like 3 times now. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great battle.
That's really good.
Because even first and second are not.
Not at
they're
all.
not as locked up. I mean, I think Rizky is the front runner right now.
He is, but I just have this. It's almost like I would love and hate to see Shizi Young win.
Oh.
For the overall weightlifting, it's she. Like that's the story. You know, you can't get a better story than what's happened to him. But then when you zoom in, you take what's the best story for the year, it's Rizky.
Yeah.
That's a better story. So I want them. If she does it, are there now 5 who've done 3, and it's going to become. She would be like the 6th, and then Lash will be the 7th.
I would say
to get 3 Olympic golds.
Yeah, I would say there's this thing in the back of my mind with she not being able to do it, because if you think historically about all of these monumental events, like Dimas trying for 4, Kaki trying for 4, and like it just these guys get to these points where they're at the end of their career.
Yeah.
And there's like some younger lifter that comes, they just like Asanidze beats him or Kaki can't make the lifts. Like it's just this thing where you're like, for him to do it would be so epic. Yeah. A 3rd gold.
Yeah.
And it's just like, can he get there? Is he on Lou's level?
And it's so, and even when Lou did it, he kind of didn't. Yeah. Because he lost in Rio and then he got
Rahimov,
right?
Yeah.
And then he got it retroactively. But to actually beat everybody who's in front of you 3 times, that's tough.
I think there's a part of me, that 18-year-old Max who wants to see like Shi Jiang come out and like open at 196 and just smash it and then go for the 200 win or something. Yeah. Like just this like he's going to go for the most heroic clean and jerk of his life, and it's going to be this grind on the way up from the squat jerk, and you're going to be like, he's done it, and like that's like the coolest way to go out. Yeah. But I don't know. It'll maybe be the most exciting session, I think, because the battle is so good.
I mean, he's got 12 weeks to train and get healthy. Yeah. He's never going to be healthy. He's always going to be injured.
Yeah.
He's never going to walk right. But he has 12 weeks to do it.
I feel like he's one of those lifters where
I just hope Rizky's training hard.
Yeah. When she started coming on the scene, it was like, oh, he's just this spectacle.
He's a badass.
Yeah.
And he'll power clean.
Yeah.
He'll beat everyone.
And it was kind of like, I don't say you don't like him, but you kind of like.
He was like a high school jock.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay,
too easy.
It's gonna win. Now you almost root for him because he's the underdog.
Yeah.
But he's like this mature lifter, and
Yeah,
you
he
can
is.
see it in his face and his expression and his demeanor, and you kind of have this like rooting for him, like I want the old guy to come back and have one more victory and really just be a historical kind of guy. But yeah, it's going to be good. That session is giving me goosebumps already, just thinking about how it's going to go.
Gosh. I can't wait to commentate for that.
It would be so good in person. I can only imagine what that's going to be like.
Well, we're gonna build the set somewhere over there.
Nice.
And then I wonder if we even try and get like a big screen / projector so that we feel a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Okay, let's go 59s. I'll start on this one. 59 women. Lo Shifang.
Yeah.
I think was a great choice by China. I think she's untouchable. I'm then going to go for Maude Charon from Canada, and then I'm giving it to Kuo Xingchen.
So I put down Lo Shifeng. Second is Mode. Third, I put like a Konotop Kuo battle.
Okay, I put Konotop brackets fourth.
Okay, yeah.
I think she goes.
I had like a question mark between those two. Yeah.
I just can't. The thing with Kuo is I feel like she's been placing fourth and fifth, but she's not necessarily taken all of her attempts.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to the Olympics, she's gonna snatch 104. I think Mode will do 106, something like that. And then I could see Kuo hitting a low 130s and Mode hitting something similar. Whereas Konotop, I think she'll be like 105, 128.
Yeah. I think
and Alvarez I think will be just behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alvarez like kind of a far fourth, fifth. I think I agree. I think
Mo just makes lifts.
Mode is just so strong.
She's so good.
And seems very healthy.
Yeah, I'm actually meant to be posting a Mode video today on Instagram.
I think
she's so good.
Kuo is gonna possibly try some big clean and jerk. She would be the only one in that group where I'd say if she can get herself into shape. Would load mid 130s. To do what she needs to get into the medals.
I'd agree with that. I think she'll solidify bronze on her first or second clean and jerk, and then if she needs 136, she'll clean it.
Yeah, I mean it's probably her last games.
Yeah,
so it's like this is the time you're gonna try, right?
Whereas Lo Shifang, 108, 140, 138. Anything in the high 30s she can make, and she'll
smash everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
the 89s.
Easiest one, I think this is.
I think it's tough for bronze.
Yeah, so I say obviously Carlos, and then I'm gonna put Jason Lopez in silver.
I don't think anyone will touch Jason.
So
I think Jason will snatch at 184.
Here's the question. For me, it's between.
I bet you've got the three same names as me.
Javudi and Kato Mar.
Oh, I put Nino in as well. Just
in
case.
Nino's an interesting one for me. I feel like Nino is kind of like he almost no fault of his own rode this hype train. And I don't think he's not great, but he's kind of in this spot of like watching all of the meets he's done. He's strong and he's healthy now, and he still is struggling.
Did he just have the perfect day, the Steiner day?
Yeah.
And then we all thought that's his level, and he's falling short of it. Or actually he just had this crazy day, and now he's showing us what his actual level is, which is 170, 210. That's just his level. He's 380.
So here's my question with him. Is he a guy who sees him and the Italians, do they go to the Olympics and think of it as
they've got to think bronze.
Do 395.
Yeah.
Or do they see it as get a medal? Like they see him as like, let's go 175, 220. Like you can do that.
No.
And they just make bad calls because I would say historically the Italian team seems to be making just wild calls. So that's why I didn't put him in that third. I'm like, it might be that they just think their eyes are bigger than his muscles. They can't get him there.
He snuck a bronze at the last Olympics. And he took a massive, I want to say he took like in the 81s, he took like a 211 attempt or 210 for the win or something like that. And he missed it. And I I could see him taking a big attempt to get a silver, but or a bronze or whatever. But I wrote down, Mustafa Javadi, the world champ, and I put Kadamar for bronze.
So did I.
He's dipped a little, but if he can just get healthy again, get back into those, doesn't have to be crazy. 173, 213.
Yeah.
But Javadi could come out and do 73, 215 or something like that.
My thought would be that Kadamar lifts well. He's got third. Javadi's going to put whatever he needs on the bar in the clean and jerk. He's going to deadlift it past his knees and somehow get under the bar.
Yeah.
And is it can he make the lift after that? Mm-hmm. He's a very good lifter.
He's extremely good clean and jerk.
He's just, it's like it's going to be a Hail Mary for him at the last moment. So I put him there as kind of a possibility. The Nino thing, I think, is my 30,000 foot view of it is he's a very strong athlete. We watched him do that 260 double front squat.
Oh my God.
When you have a strong athlete in training, your perception as a coach a lot of times is he's capable of bigger numbers. He's capable of these big numbers. Yeah. So you think about, he could do 220. He could do 220. We just have to put it on the bar.
Yeah.
You don't go into the competition thinking we need to do 6 lifts that we're going to get into that medal position.
Mm-hmm. Let's open at 206.
Yeah, and so
it's 211.
It's like, well, you can do 210 easy. You've done it in training all the time.
Well, and it's interesting, in that interview he did, and they said, what's your best ever clean and jerk in training? And he'd just done the 217 at the Europeans. Mm-hmm. So I was like, he's going to say 225. And he was like, 210.
Yeah.
He's like, I've never made more than 210. Then I hit 217.
Yeah.
So...
Well, that might have been a scenario where he did that worked well, and that's what got him to 217.
And now they're trying that.
Now he's like taking shots at 215 all the time in training. Who knows? So that's interesting. I didn't put him in third. It could happen. I don't know, but
so I think we wrote down the same then. Carlos, Yates, and Kadamar.
Yeah,
but Kadamar, Mustafa, or Nino could take it.
That'll be a good battle.
Yeah,
it's funny. These third place battles may almost be the most exciting.
It's almost like if Nino makes his second snatch, which will be 175 because it always is.
Yeah.
Then I feel like he can get the silver.
That's a different game.
The bronze.
Yeah.
It's just, can he actually snatch 175?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.